Hey everybody, Sid the Nerdy Mark here. Welcome back to another episode of Riding Shotgun. I haven't spoken on here for a while, but it's because I really didn't have much to talk about. But there's been a lot of interesting stuff happening in the world of wrestling, in the world of the comic book, in the world of nerd culture. Remember, that's what we were calling it, nerd culture. So yeah, I mean, I don't really want to make this one all about me today. I don't want it to be all serious today. Thought I'd just do kind of more of a fun one. And I'm sorry if you can hear that. That's actually, there's a truck right next to me that's driving. So, but I wanted to talk about a couple things. Let's talk about Vince McMahon retiring. I know it's a couple weeks old already, but my God, the impacts of Vince retiring is just, it's crazy for the wrestling industry, that he has retired. He's been pretty much a part of WWE's, very much become synonymous with Vince McMahon. And to see that the man retired at the age of 77 is crazy. Now, of course, there has been, as there were a lot of him getting involved in some of those sex scandals, and I think paying off about $12 billion in hush money to all the women that he either slept with or sexually assaulted or whatever the case may be. He absolutely is. It's just interesting, all that stuff. Whatever's happening is interesting. So I don't know. He's apparently still going to be a stakeholder or a shareholder in the company, but he's not really making too many executive decisions at this point. Luckily, Triple H has stepped in as executive vice president, as well as head of creative, which is probably the big thing, because head of creative was first, I think it was Bruce Pritchard, Kevin Dunn, all those people that were being head of creative, and they actually did a lot more harm to the product than good. So hopefully with Triple H, the WWE turns around. From what I heard, I still didn't watch Raw this week, and I don't know if I will watch SmackDown today. This is a Friday that I'm recording this, by the way. I'm not sure if I'll be watching SmackDown today. But I did see from people on social media and everything that apparently Raw has gotten a lot better. So, I don't know. So maybe it's working. So we'll see. I just need Triple H to take over NXT again and put it back to Wednesdays for 1 hour. That's all I need, man. I don't freaking care about anything else at this point. Just want NXT to be 1 hour long again, and I want it to be on a Wednesday again. Just go back to the way things were. A lot of speculation that he might rehire a lot of the talent that Vince let go of. Which I can kind of see. He already, at SummerSlam, he already rehired Io Shirai, or now her name is Io Sky, and also Dakota Kai. Dakota Kai, Io Sky, my God, holy shit, man. They just want me to make this mixtape, don't they, with these two women. Anyways. So yeah, but Io Sky and Dakota are both back in WWE. Both are hired again, and they are apparently in a faction with Bayley, a returning Bayley. I believe Bayley got the biggest pop in SummerSlam. I think I would say, because I did watch SummerSlam. It was actually not a bad show. It was a good show. It wasn't great, but I can still see traces of Vince McMahon in that show. But by and large, it was still a good show. It was good. It's definitely It's definitely going in the right direction as far as creative is concerned. Oh my God, what the freaking hell is wrong with me? I just hiccuped there for 5 seconds. But Anyway, so I'm really looking forward to see what Triple H does as head of creative now. He has done some amazing stuff for NXT, so I'm looking forward to see what he does for the main roster. And he actually makes the main roster watchable again, and hopefully, from a creative standpoint, gives good competition to AEW. From a creative standpoint, okay? I know that WWE is still basically the number one wrestling network that people watch, number one wrestling program that people watch. That's fine, but from a creative standpoint, WWE has been pretty much dead. So hopefully now with Triple H at the helm, he will bring back some life into creativity and give us some matches and feuds and things and storylines that we actually care about, versus instead of just Buddy Matthews dating Rey Mysterio's daughter. So, anyway, but hopefully we'll see. So I mean, Vince McMahon, he was great at one point, but at some point he just fell off his rocker and also decided to pay off a lot of women. Pay off a lot of women to be like, no, don't say that you had sex with me. Anyway, but that's another story. I don't want to get into that whole chestnut, but let's move on. That's what I wanted to talk about in that terms. I know a couple weeks ago, like I mentioned, it was my birthday. It was also, obviously, I watched Death Before Dishonor on my birthday, and I enjoyed it. But more than that, we also had San Diego Comic-Con and a lot of different announcements. They talked about how announcements. So as far as Marvel is concerned, they did have the She-Hulk trailer where they did hint at Daredevil coming back, which is awesome, and he's going to be wearing like his gold outfit, so that's gonna look cool. They had some other trailers. They had a trailer for Wakanda Forever, and apparently that's going to be the last movie in Marvel's Phase 4. So that's gonna be cool, because let me be honest with you guys, Phase 4 of the MCU has felt like the filler arc of the MCU. A lot of shows were just up and down, and a lot of things were just, it didn't feel like it was building to anything so far. Like, we had the whole thing starting with, with WandaVision and Loki and Spider-Man No Way Home, and also Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. All that focusing on like the multiverse and things of that nature, which I thought that's where they were going, and I thought like maybe like Kang the Conqueror was gonna be like the big bad that they're gonna build up to, but I don't know what's gonna happen with that. I still don't know if they're just leaving that for something else. I'm not sure. I know that they have Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania coming out. I don't know what that. I'm guessing that's also Phase 4. And then apparently after, but yeah, and then there's also they had they also announced 2 Avengers movies. One was Avengers, I think Kang's Dynasty or something like that. I forgot. It's been a couple weeks, I haven't really looked at the names yet, but I guess that one is going to focus a lot more on Kang, and then of course Avengers Secret Wars, which is what I'm looking forward to. I've been wanting to read the comic. I've been wanting to read the graphic novel, and the only thing is, I don't know. I know that there's like 2 versions. I know there was a Secret Wars that came out in the 90s, and there's a Secret Wars that came out in 2015. I don't know if they're both the same. I don't know if they're both, I don't know if 2015 is a continuation of the 90s one. I'm not sure. So, I've been wanting to get it. Like, I thought that the 2015 is like, I think 12 issues or something, but I was only able to get my hands on the first 9. I still haven't started reading it yet. I actually went ahead and returned it I checked this weird thing. I checked it out for a couple of days, but I was like, but I didn't even pick it. But it was due. But they gave me like 20 days to read it. I was like, you know what? I want to. But I also checked out another book, which I wanted to read for myself. It was more of like a personal development kind of book. So I was reading that. I said, okay, you know what? Let me finish reading this, and then maybe later on I can pick that up. But I'm gonna definitely do that, or I might just go ahead and see if it's on Amazon, and maybe I'll place it now. I don't want to place an order. I know that there's a couple of comic book shops close to where I live. Maybe I'll go around there. Maybe I'll run down there and check it out, because I want to really read that one before I get into, oh, this is gonna be cool, before I get into the actual movie. So so we'll see. What else was I trying to say? Oh yeah, and then of course on the DC side, wasn't really much on DC side. Obviously, we got a really cool trailer for Black Adam, and also the new Shazam movie looks good. It looks a lot more fun. I think maybe from what I heard, DC is planning like a hard reboot of the DC Extended Universe. This is like their third one, I think, isn't it? Is it like their second or third reboot? I'm not sure. We'll see, man. I don't know. But hey, it seems like it's gonna be Black Adam at the helm. So yeah, that'd be cool. I think The Rock is almost born to play this part. So I really liked seeing The Rock finally in Black Adam and wearing that Black Adam costume. That looks so good, and I think he's like perfect for that role. So yeah. And there were a lot of rumors of Henry Cavill as Superman coming back, and apparently Dwayne Johnson apparently shut those rumors down. But I have a feeling the only reason he did that is because it's like the big surprise. I feel like towards the end we're going to see Cavill as Superman. And by the way, don't quote me on this. This is what I think. This is what could happen. I feel like at the end of the movie Black Adam, we could see, we could see Superman come back, and we could see that it is Henry Cavill as Superman, and there you go. And that's how they reintroduced him into the DC Extended Universe. Yeah, and I think it was one of the first times since The Rock was a heel. I don't think. This is, I think, one of the first times he got booed by people because he apparently shut down those rumors, because he said something about it depends on who's playing Superman or something like that. Someone asked him about if Superman would be was going to be like his main foe or whatever, and The Rock was like, it depends on who's playing Superman, and everyone started booing. And I'm just like, holy shit, man! He didn't even get this much heat since he turned heel. He didn't get this much heat after when he turned heel, man. Like, this is even more. Even Hollywood Rock didn't get this much heat. Anyway, you get the point. So, but I do feel that there may be a chance that he'll appear, that Henry Cavill as Superman, or Henry Cavill, however you say his name. I think it's Henry Cavill, but as Superman is gonna come in the end of the movie. That's just my thinking. Don't quote me on that. I'm not sure what could happen, but we'll see. We'll definitely see. So looking forward to see what they do. And then of course yesterday, excuse me, they released a teaser for the sequel to Joker, and Lady Gaga is gonna be in it, and it looks like she might be like Harley Quinn. Now, I liked and it seems like it's gonna be kind of a musical. That would be interesting, a Joker musical. Who'd have thought, right? But I have a feeling that that he could be Harley Quinn. Now, I don't know, is he gonna be connected to this Batman universe? Because I know that the Batman and the Joker are not connected. Like Robert Pattinson's Batman and this Joker, they're not connected. Even though if they were, sorry, I didn't have my coffee this morning. if they were, it would make sense. That would be cool, but it's okay. But yeah, it looks like Lady Gaga might be playing like Harley Quinn or some version of Harley Quinn in this movie. So that's gonna be exciting. Lady Gaga is actually one of my favorite singers. After The Weeknd, of course, but I do think Lady Gaga will pull this off, and I think she's gonna do a great job. So looking forward to see what she does, man. Like, holy crap. Like, I think she's pretty much fully gone into movies now since she acted in that movie with Bradley Cooper, which I forgot the name of. But anyway, so we'll see. And then now, of course, she acted in like House of Gucci, and you know, she's acting in like American Horror Story, and now here she is acting in, you know, a comic book movie with the joke as potentially Harley Quinn. Like, that woman is on a roll, man, and yeah, and that's amazing. So yeah, I am definitely a fan of. I am definitely a fan of Lady Gaga. I do like her. I think she's a very talented singer. I actually have not seen her as an actress, but I've only heard nothing but good things. So hey, it may be, you know, she may surprise us. Well, I mean, if she's already a good actor, it's not really much of a surprise. I kind of expect that she will do a good job. So who knows? Maybe I should watch House of Gucci just to see how well she performed in that movie. But A Star Is Born. That's the name of that movie with Bradley Cooper. So she acted well in that movie. So who knows? But yeah, I'm really looking forward to a lot of the cool stuff that's happening in wrestling and nerd culture. I did download Multiverses. I didn't really get a chance to play it much, so maybe I'll talk about that next time. So with that, thank you all for watching another episode of Riding Shotgun. Y'all take care. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.